Well, as we've said many times before, everyone ends up somewhere, but few people end up somewhere on purpose. The reality is, no matter where you plan to end up, you are going to end up someplace like this. The question is, will you use your life in such a way that it glorifies God, or will you just end up somewhere looking back with regrets because you lived a purposeless life? I want to congratulate you because you've made tremendous progress in the last few sessions. You've decided that you're not going to just end up somewhere, but you are going to end up somewhere on purpose. We've looked at 4 specific things that you've done. The first thing is you've decided an accidental life is not for you. You're going to live with vision, with passion, and you're going to end up doing something significant. The second thing is you've explored your 3 circles. You've defined what your gifts are, your spiritual gifts, your core values, and your experiences. And you've examined where these 3 circles overlap, revealing clues about why God created you. The third thing is you've narrowed the vision into one life-directing purpose statement. Your purpose statement is your Chazown. This statement will drive you for the rest of your life, why you exist, why you're here to glorify God. The fourth thing is that you've decided to live fully committed to God, strengthening the 5 priority areas, or the areas that we call spokes: your relationship with God, your relationship with people, your financial life, your physical life, and your work life. But we're not quite done. The reality is, even if you identify all of these great and useful tools, if you don't put them to work, you're going to end up just somewhere, not somewhere on purpose. Let's put it this way. Right now, you're at a fork in the road. You've got a choice to make. Option A, you go back to life as it was. An accidental life, no purpose, no vision, no dreams. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Option B is to intentionally pursue your Chazown. Unquestionably, you're going to choose option B. And when you do, I want to encourage you to create what we're going to call a 100-day plan. Now, why a 100-day plan? Because it's going to take you 100 days or so to begin to implement the vision that God is calling you to lead. Let's get real specific. What will our 100-day plan look like? We're going to set some goals to fulfill in the next 100 days, and we're going to create what's called SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. S stands for specific. We want to answer the question, have you narrowed your focus? What specifically are you working on? M stands for measurable. Can you measure your goals? Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, you're going to say, I want to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds. They're going to be specific, measurable. A, we want to know, are your goals attainable? If you say, I want to lose 50 pounds by Thursday, it's probably not attainable. If you want to run a marathon by the weekend, that may not be attainable. Are your goals attainable? Also, we want them to be relevant. Is this the best place for you to focus on right now? Finally, we want your goals to be time-bound. We're going to put a specific time to accomplish these goals so that you'll know when you've gotten there. Instead of losing 10 pounds, just generally, we're going to lose 10 pounds by the end of next month. They're going to be time-bound. Remember to write down your specific goals. When you write them down, they're going to bring excitement, bring motivation, and bring accountability. Here's some specifics about what is an effective 100-day plan. First of all, it is unique to you. It's not like anyone else's. Secondly, it builds upon well-written goals. We're going to write them down so we can see them. Finally, it includes accountability. Your written goals will help hold you accountable, and others can also help hold you accountable. Now, as you've identified your Chazown, or purpose statement, you are asked to identify 1 or 2 steps to take right now to begin living out your Chazown. You're going to want to write down these steps. In the last session, we looked at the 5 specific spokes: your relationship with God, your relationship with people, your financial life, your physical life, and your work life. When all 5 spokes are in place, you're going to see they function like a wheel. They help to move you forward. But when one spoke is out of place, then you don't move forward as God would want you to do. I want you to think about right now, is there one specific spoke, or maybe two, that are slightly or maybe even way out of place? If there's one or two specific spokes out of place, I want you to think about those specific spokes, and we're going to narrow in on them. And when you determine those specific areas, then you're going to want to set one or two goals for each specific area. For example, if your relationship with God is not where it's supposed to be, you may say, I'm going to read my Bible every day, one chapter a day, for the rest of this month. You may say, I'm going to join a life group so others can speak into my life. If your financial life is way out of whack, you might have one or two goals. I'm going to enroll in a financial peace class at my church. I'm going to find a financial mentor. Whatever it is, write those goals down. Now, it may be very tempting to skip this part. Do not skip. This is absolutely essential to create this plan so that God will use the plan and other people to hold you accountable. What I want you to do is to plan your accountability. In fact, in your workbook, you'll see a place where you can decide right now who is going to hold you accountable. It may be somebody from your Chazown experience. It may be someone from your life group. It may be a close friend. But choose and write down the person or the people that will hold you accountable. And know that as you're executing this process, I'll be praying for you. God is going to be with you. And the good news is, when everyone else just ends up somewhere, you are going to end up somewhere on purpose.